Boobs.
Awesome. I think I'm going to leave one of those boob sinks at one point. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Kiwi Burgers Podcast, Episode 3. Take us away, Keldor.
What? Why are you dropping it on me?
Take it away, David. I gotta get used to saying y'all's names.
What?
What?
Hey, it's December. Get ready for that Tim Allen Christmas season.
Oh, love it.
Ah, beautiful.
I was gonna ask you guys, what Christmas movies do y'all really enjoy?
I like
during
Die Hard.
Christmas
Brought it up.
season?
The Santa Claus series is a lot of fun. Because to anyone who hasn't watched it, you can describe it to them as Tim Allen kills Santa Claus.
Oh,
And then becomes him.
Oh, Thanksgiving Day, I watched that movie, and it's the first ever time I've watched it, and all I could think about was, you really gotta double down on being Santa. You watch a guy fall from a roof and die, and you start to get fatter, and everything just sort of like merge into you
don't
being
forget the
Santa
best
Claus.
He doesn't just fall off the roof and die. He falls off the roof, and then his clothes deflate like Obi-Wan.
That after all that, he still rejects it until eventually he, it's a Christmas movie. But I'm thinking, if I saw that, I'd probably just accept it immediately. The second that elf would have said, "Pack your bags, you're living at the North Pole," all right, whatever. I'm going. See y'all later. This is my fate.
My favorite Christmas movie is Santa's Sleigh, where Santa is a serial killer. He's played by professional wrestler Bill Goldberg. So just picture this really buff guy, and then Santa's got all this long hair and icicle daggers, and just uses wrestling moves. The ironic thing, which I really find funny, is Goldberg is actually Jewish. So I find it funny how he's playing a homicidal Santa, and I think at one point he actually kills some guy with them
Menorah.
candles. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of left out the most important detail that makes him being Jewish make sense. The Santa in Santa's sleigh specifically is murdering Jewish people.
Oh wait, oh fuck, you're right.
He, like, in the scene that he's talking about, he kicks in the door, like, he walks up to a deli, and it's just, glass door, has the closed sign in it. He punches through the glass and then flips the sign to open before kicking the door open the rest of the way.
That's some like Leprechaun movie.
I'm pretty sure it's it's either inspired off the Leprechaun series or it's from the same people. It might have been. It has to be.
It's a very silly movie, and that's why I like it. Also because Goldberg's a personal favorite of mine. He's not the best wrestler, but I like his style. Nice and
Year
simple.
after year, my favorite Christmas movie has to be The Polar Express.
Oh,
Just
fuck.
the
Tom Hanks, the movie.
command. Exactly. The train scene over the ice, iconic.
I was going to say something, a joke that I'm sure everyone would have laughed at, but I'm not going to say it here.
Oh. You have to post it in a VC rep.
You know which one I was about to make. About the train.
Oh, not that kid. Not the kid.
Oh.
Hey,
However, I will make
ticket?
fun of the other. I will make fun of the other kid. Hey, you got games on your phone?
Oh, I thought that was the joke you were going to talk about.
Oh no! Here,
love that kid.
for your context, since you're not picking up on it, I will put it into our chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie. And here's another thing I want to talk about in Christmas movies. There is absolutely no reason that parents shouldn't believe in Santa. You get random gifts below a tree, and you just don't think anything about it.
I get it.
Oh.
Okay, my bad. My bad. Go on.
No, sorry, no, I just got the joke.
Yeah, I got the joke.
Oh my god.
I have to confess something about Polar Express. When I was a young kid, we went to go see it in the movies, and remember that bit where like he goes into that puppet area, and there's like all these clowns. That fucking scared the shit out of me. I actually had to leave the cinema because I was fucking terrified. It was.
I have not
I
seen
don't know.
that
It
movie
scared
in
the
ages.
it scared the shit out of me for some reason,
Got
and ever since
bozophobia?
then, I've just hated fucking clowns ever since. Unless they got big
Ah.
titties, but that's a whole other story.
Clussy.
Yes.
The classy.
The pussy.
The Clussy.
I've reevaluated my stance.
Honk honk jizz jizz.
Here's the
Yes,
thing.
sir. Yes, sir.
Here's the thing. Speaking of clowns, well, not really, but is Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
I argue it's
Yes.
both. I just say both because why the fuck not? Make it just
First
do the
half
best
is
of both
Halloween.
worlds.
Second half Christmas.
Okay, so what you do is you watch the first half on Halloween, and then you wait until Christmas to continue watching it. It works.
The fuck? The fuck?
Math would
The
get
fuck
his
is in
answer
the
if he'd
air?
walk into a hot topic and ask the cute girl at the desk.
Why would I do that? I'm scared.
I'm not scared. I'm just stupid.
All right, let's fill in this blank space. Markiplier OnlyFans. What do y'all
I-
think?
Can't wait.
Okay,
Yeah, me
whoa,
neither.
whoa. You're just gonna
Yeah.
jump like that?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, I could say I want my one wish, my Christmas wish.
Are you just really excited for it?
I'm really excited for it. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean,
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get. I already have the Tasteful Nudes calendar. I'm waiting for that
I was
OnlyFans.
gonna say, do your parents know you're gay?
It's Markiplier.
you can't
yeah,
say no to
it's-
Markiplier.
you
Markiplier's an
telling me-
exception.
Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Come on, come on,
Look at
David.
that hunk of a man.
Yeah, honestly, there's a list of men that you can, as a fellow man, you can lust for and not be gay for it, and I do believe Markiplier is on that list.
He has to be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's
I don't
questioning
know.
himself.
I have no attraction to him.
I.
Well, maybe you're the homosexual.
Yeah. Maybe he's just not your type.
Maybe he's not your type.
Yeah, because it's twinks, duh.
Fair. I can accept that.
Fellas, are we going to go into this topic that the entire internet's been arguing about for like 4 years now?
Which one is that?
Are traps gay?
Ah.
I mean, to be just taking all jokes out of it, I mean, yeah.
I'm
mean,
on the
there
fence.
No, I'm
there
kidding.
was
yeah,
there was a
Like,
ratio.
and that's not, and like, it's not a problem either. It's just like admit to yourself, dude, you're coping. If you don't think it is.
I'd
Okay,
say it depends on if they identify as a girl or not.
Here's the
that's
thing.
all I'll say.
Here's the thing. Straight porn is 50% gay. Lesbian porn is 100% gay because it's completely gay.
I
Oh,
hear
Traps.
Okay, to go to the trap thing, you say if they identify as female, but then that's no longer trap porn.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
Oh,
The idea behind a trap is that they lure you in with their looks, but the second you pull their clothes off, it's there. You are there, and now you have to make that hard decision to leave because of this, or just get baited and continue.
I continue.
yeah.
It ain't a
I'm
trap.
gonna be honest,
I'm
I'm-
falling for that trap.
Yeah,
I have
I'm
continued.
going for it. Well,
You
David?
know, YOLO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already there.
Hey, I mean, hey.
YOLO.
It's
It,
the end.
it's not like they're gonna rip like a face mask off and be my dad or something.
I sure
Like
hope
it's
not.
not like anybody's gonna
like
know
that
about
comic
it.
of like never hit a woman's son. It's basically no. I'm proud of you, son.
I love that comic
That's a
so
good comic.
much.
Wait, isn't trap meant to be like a slur as well? I want to check that just so we know. Just
So,
what?
oh, go on.
because I remember like you remember that YouTuber Total Biscuit who like died a couple of years ago from cancer.
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I remember like a convention. Someone asked him, like, "Are traps gay?" And it ended up that guy getting banned because it was offensive or something. So I'm just like having a look. Okay, yeah. Apparently, it does seem a little. problematic, especially if it's referred to trans women. So,
Well, we're not referring to trans women.
yeah, that's why it's... okay, yeah.
We can steal clear about this. We turned from Markiplier's tasteful nudes into traps.
Traps. Is Markiplier a trap?
He'll make
God,
a good
I
one, I
hope so.
imagine.
He's got me already. You don't need a trap.
Yeah.
All right.
We apologise and in advance if anyone finds this a bit problematic. But, yeah.
Ooh, is that goth girl from Uganda a trap?
What goth girl from Uganda?
That
The one that you
goth girl.
need to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just I guess talk to her and find out.
Yeah, we gotta all go down there and meet up. It'll be great.
Oh yeah, I'll be definitely going down there.
It's just the new Nigerian prince scam.
We enter the scene.
Congrats, you're conscripted.
I can't necessarily bring up my next topic unless we do another one first.
Let's
So
talk
try to
about... I got an idea. Why don't we discuss the, this new Fortnite updates coming out, what have you, and it was revealed that, the Doomslayer from the well-known franchise Doom, and Geralt of Rivia from Witcher, they are going to be playable characters. And also, on a side note, the updated graphics were also shown, and quite frankly, they look fucking amazing. I will say, the thing when I did some digging into this, I looked on the subreddits because, you know, Fortnite bad, Minecraft good,
Reddit.
Reddit sucks, blah blah blah. And yeah, the Witcher subreddit is, from what I can tell, in flames, but the Doom subreddit is actually pretty chill about it. They're actually quite pleased with it. They're actually on board with it, and I'd say that's pretty much a good thing. Because, you know, Doom guy is doing something awesome. I mean, as I'd say, like, Doom is my number one game.
Do they have different? Do they have different like stats for different skins, or is it all
No.
baseline?
I think they got
It's all
updates.
just
I think
a-
they got abilities.
No,
Did they?
no, it's
they don't?
completely
Skins are skins.
just
They're
they're just
entirely
cosmetic.
Oh, yeah.
I've never actually played Fortnite, but it would have been really cool if they gave Doom Guy such a high health pool, just because he's Doom Guy.
They did for Infinity War and Endgame. They did that
The Thanos
event where
glove.
somebody could play as Thanos, and
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
they
pretty
did,
much
yeah.
what they did.
And he could like flick his. He could do the whole Infinity Gauntlet thing.
Yeah,
Does it kill half the players on the screen?
I think it kills.
yeah.
That'd be so
it's
fucking
you had
enraging.
I don't know what the whole goal was. You had to maybe collect the Infinity Stones or something, and then eventually you would just like kill all players on the map.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it was just like you collect the glove, you turn into the Thanos, but you couldn't like do the click and half players died. It was just like you're just super powerful, and you can like use big ass lasers and punches and stuff, and they pretty much one shot players anyways.
I'm just looking at. Okay, this was before. Let me see. I'm just trying to figure out because I know he can use the Crucible. He's got a Cacodemon kite thing. Not sure. If
Oh,
he's
they're
got any
adding
others.
the Crucible as a weapon.
Yeah, it's like
As
as
a
you know.
as a pickaxe.
Yeah, as a pickaxe, but that's
Oh,
also like a
that's-
melee weapon, so he can use it.
Okay, pickaxe. That's not what I was expecting them. Because like I remember, and I will. This is something that Epic did that always upset me. Is that they take Infinity Blade off of the app stores and then
Oh, yeah.
proceed to go, oh yeah, we're just gonna put it in Fortnite as a weapon that you can find. And then they stopped doing that.
Yeah, the reason why
That's a
they
good game
removed
for
it is because it was so overpowered.
It should be! It's a legendary sword in a game full of guns!
I mean, yeah, but everyone was like, the Infinity Blade, it's too overpowered, I get killed by it.
Cry about it! You let somebody get that close to you!
They did cry about it.
And they listened, unfortunately. I really hope they bring Infinity Blade back. I remember playing that when I was a bit of a young kid. That was a pretty fun game.
Sorry, I'm trying to look more into a specific scandal we had wanted to get into this or controversy this podcast. Kanye posted the swastika.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, the
lordy.
Not
swastika
just the
and the
swastika.
star and the Star of David. Pretty sure it was.
Mixed
Oh,
together.
That's even worse. Good God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now, and this is atrocious.
We need to talk about this. Ladies and gentlemen, as you probably already know, right now we, as a society, or the culture, we are witnessing what must be what is probably one of the biggest downfalls in at least maybe the music industry, if not popular culture, since a very long time. We're talking about like someone who was once a pillar, one of the pillars of the rap music, and made such a big impact, and now he's a bloody pariah with a joke of a legacy. As we all know, who we're talking about, it's Kanye West, and yeah, what do you think
It's
about
just
that?
so weird because he's definitely gone on this anti-Semitic rant, and then he himself said that he was Jewish, and then I don't know what to make of it. He's just gone full like 4chan.
I don't remember him calling himself Jewish.
Yeah, remember when he said slavery was a choice?
That was a while ago. Yeah, he said
That was
slavery
like-
was a mindset.
I was gonna say, you say that we're watching The Biggest Downfall. Dude's been off his rocker for years. And
yeah,
that's
he
why I
has.
say, don't ever get involved with the Kardashians.
Dude, pussy was too good.
Every man who is married into the Kardashian family has just been destroyed emotionally, mentally, in some way.
That sounds about right. But this is something different. This is beyond crazy. Like, I do know the guy. When he and Kim Kardashian first split, I remember he was basically trying to stalk them.
Yeah,
and
didn't he buy a house like right next to hers?
yeah, I think so. And he wanted to have their kids in his what is it, the Dando Academy? Is that what it's called? One of those. And then he went ballistic on like Pete Davidson. Or David, I don't know how you say. I don't care. I don't watch him.
Yeah, it was.
And then now the most recent thing he's done, as one of the most recent things, was go on to Alex Jones' podcast and deny the Holocaust, say he liked Hitler and identified as a Nazi, and made Alex fucking Jones look like he was the sane guy for once.
I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people.
Oh yeah, that was
I actually
the big
can't
announcement.
be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew. Also, you guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda.
Oh my
He's just
god!
having a mental breakdown at this point.
Yeah, I think I don't want to say he's I don't want to diagnose anyone, but if this ain't some bipolar episode, I would be very surprised if it wasn't.
I feel like it's a bit too long-lived to be considered bipolar.
Oh wait, no, he has been diagnosed with bipolar.
There's no way this one's real. I need a room full of mirrors so I can be surrounded by winners.
Sheesh, that's some alpha male shit right there.
Sigma
I gotta,
male
s-
grindstone.
I gotta say, the real MVP of this whole dissension into madness is his PR representative.
Yeah, they must be.
That man's got to be tearing hairs out, hardest whiskey he could find, to
He's-
like 48-hour pull shifts, trying to figure out what Kanye's next move's gonna be.
It's
I
insane.
don't think he has a PR guy anymore.
I
Yeah,
would
not anymore
I
after all
don't. I
this.
think he's beyond it. Yeah. What was I going to
His
say?
PR guy's like, nope, I'm not dealing with this. Do your own
Kanye,
thing,
if
man.
you're listening, I'll be your PR guy. Just hit me up.
Maybe he's the Uganda
I'll-
goth
I'll-
girl.
He's the goth girl.
This is now one
listen. I'll make it work. I'll make it all work. You hit your head. You had a twin. Bad car crash. We'll get a paid doctor to come in. I'll put Yeezy back on the menu, boys.
I didn't know. Fuck, even Elon Musk doesn't want him. He banned him off Twitter for the whole aforementioned incident.
Well, he did ban him,
Yeah. And
but apparently there were text messages from Elon to Kanye, but I can't verify these are real. I'm just looking through them.
Fuck, do you
But it's
remember
nuts.
the story of when he went to like I don't know, one of his I think it was one of those shoe companies he works with, and he just showed the executives like fucking full on pornography, and I'm pretty sure he also showed pornographic material between him and Kim Kardashian, which I'm pretty sure kind of counts as revenge porn.
Well, I wouldn't say so, because I don't think it was meant to hurt her. I think he was just trying to push himself
That's
up.
still...
It's still fucked. It's like
Yeah, you're still exposing somebody.
it's I think it's like some form of sexual assault if you show it's like you show some guy nudes your girlfriend and you that's pretty fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. He says, "Can anybody sue me already?" Hashtag I'll wait.
Ugh.
these are coming up as I need them. Thanks,
No,
Kanye.
Doesn't
no
need to sue
sane
him.
man. Sorry, go on.
Doesn't need to sue him because 200,000 a month in alimony.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be broke in like no time. No sane man would willingly be putting himself through this. There's something up with him right now, and at one hand I sympathize with him, but also the things he is saying and just going completely off the rails is disgusting. And I just say I guess I just pity him. He was what he was. I think my mum used to like him actually, or like one of my parents did, and so I think they're pretty mad about this right now. But yeah, it's just a whole fucked situation.
Yeah, Kanye's a lost cause. Just take him off the internet. Just remove his internet privileges. Get his parents back and just be like, go to your room. You're naughty.
Fuck.
I gotta say though, when was the last time a celebrity got this much of a thrill?
What do you mean by a thrill?
Like, the entire internet is after him. Could you imagine his inbox right now? Everywhere, anywhere, people are trying to contact him, and all he can do is shitpost?
I was gonna say Jeffrey
I don't know
Epstein,
if-
but no.
I imagine that's, despite your entire life, where you just have a lot of money at any given time, this must be, like, heart-pounding.
Yeah, but
Like, a thrill, even if it's not a good one.
I guess there's some adrenaline to it. But you know, I've just been thinking like, do you know who actually? I think there has been a Fall from Grace as big as this, and I'd say this is almost as big as Michael Jackson's Fall from Grace. Except Michael Jackson did arguably more fuck shit, but still, it's definitely the same level because of how insane, because of how big Kanye West is. Like everyone knows who Kanye is, and that's just the same thing with Michael Jackson.
Was
People
was
use the
Michael
example with
Jackson's?
Michael Jackson is no one was ever so sauced up that the dude could walk out on stage and people would faint.
Yeah.
He was pretty goated with the sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it turns out, and then like we get the whole, the allegations of
Yeah. Then
Not
he busted
sweet.
it down sexual style.
no,
Was it ever
Oh, no.
confirmed?
I don't know. There's all the documentaries and all that shit, and there's just so much discourse. Either way, it's not a good look, and even then, like near the end of his life or around like ever since he started going white, he was just being crazy. Like, yeah, the dude never had a childhood, so my guess is that he was just trying to relive his childhood, and it just got really fucked.
I gotta say, there's just too many of these to talk about. Good lord.
Oh, his tweets?
Yeah. Everybody knows the movie Get Out is about me. And he says, Chris, don't play with me. You and that Kalmai are not allowed around my children. Y'all tried to lock me up. But this guy is on something. Twitter is just eyes on him right now.
Well, he's been banned, so
That is well, yeah, I guess that is nuts.
I
He's on
I
his
feel
alt
like
account.
the guy just. I feel like they just need to put him like somewhere, like put him at a rehab or a retreat or a mental facility or something, and just find out what the fuck's going on. Because, as I said earlier, there is no way this man is okay. Maybe
Nah, it's not even that. Someone just needs to go on his phone and uninstall his iFunny.
You're just gonna name
He'll
drop
be
it that quick? Just like that?
He'll be okay with that. I could talk into a serious note about my exodus from iFunny.
I think we should preface
Um,
what iFunny is for people who don't know.
So iFunny is like the dregs of the internet, but
What's-
they're still a little better than 4chan.
Debatable.
The
It
iFunny is the host to like the most homophobic, transphobic, any phobic at the end of anything you could ever think of,
Incels.
and racist. It's a lot of incels, yeah.
Yeah, like...
And it's this right-winged circle jerk echo chamber. Now, don't get me wrong. It wasn't all that.
It used to be very
but-
nice.
It used to be a nice place,
Yeah.
which is where I began.
yeah,
And it got
back
worse
when-
and worse and worse.
Back when the biggest post was a rocket-propelled chainsaw.
Yeah.
The Walker Powered Chainsaw. I love that post.
I had a pretty decently
It's
big iFunny
original.
account. I'm not going to name drop myself, but I've been featured like 5 times. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Like
not a
three
big
times.
deal. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Jerking myself off right now. Yeah.
This is
Um,
how me, David, and Logan know each other. We were quite active in the iFunny Warhammer 40k community, and not to toot my own horn, but at one point I was the biggest account, so you know. Not that that's an achievement, but you know, it's something.
I ended my iFunny career with about 2.9k subscribers. But I posted art, and that's why people were there. I
Yeah.
posted like D&D art as well that I found cool. Yeah, I'm shameless about it. I didn't really put a lot of effort into it. I just mass posted things that I thought were cool and people liked them. But my mental health has gone up tenfold since I've left that site.
It's like you don't
Navigating, gone.
It's like you don't have to go into like the feature and you see like a post about women doing something and you just see all these fucking radical Christian losers complaining about shit, and it's just, you know, it's just all this incel shit and all these guys who are just destined to live forever alone because they want their traditional chick and aren't prepared to do anything about it, and it's just pretty pathetic. And then not even to mention like the fucking politics side where people will just freak out and like post all this like anti-vax nonsense, all this actual like shit you can tell is probably a lie. Well, it definitely is.
It's
a lie.
basically just Kanye the app.
Yeah. It's
But
Very
somehow
anti-Semitic.
slightly more coherent.
yeah.
Yeah. I've moved to Instagram, which I post. I don't post a whole lot on there. I post like food, places I go to, or like bugs I find because I like that kind of stuff. But the only thing on my feed on Instagram are either macro photography or like very distinguished art by really old guys. And I like it. It's pretty nice, but it's not. It's not where I go for memes.
Intellectual.
They took this from you.
I'm better than you. I'm better than you all. Just kidding. But I also moved to TikTok, which I thought was going to be a much more difficult transfer. But TikTok itself isn't just dancing 14-year-old girls and cringe slop.
Not anymore.
It gives you what you want to see. You build your algorithm.
Yeah, I find I get some of the most funniest shit ever on my TikTok feed, and it's good, as well as some Western stuff. Man.
I've been starting to
Goth
get
girls.
actual fucking porn, like actual, not softcore, but just real porn in my fucking TikTok feed.
Well, if you go
That's
into
disgusting.
Like
Where is this?
where is this?
Where is it? What is your algorithm? How did you make it show up?
Give me your account.
I don't know.
What's your password? This is awful. Give me your email address too, so I can send it directly to HQ.
HQ being here.
HQ being my
HQ
phone.
being my personal computer.
Alright.
I don't get. Every time I see the softcore porn stuff, I always hit the not interested button, and so I just don't ever get that stuff. Granted, occasionally it'll like force shit into my feed, but other than that, the one thing I don't want in my feed is those stupid clips of Family Guy with like the gotcha game below it, or the attention seekers that are for like 10-year-olds.
Here's
I
the
kinda
thing.
like- I
Here's the
kinda
thing
like
with
those
Family
guys.
Guy.
Yeah, the ADHD.
Here's the thing with Family Guy. What they've been doing now is they've been adding like Skinwalker and like Mandela catalog things like in the middle of it, like scare people in the middle of like
Oh.
Family Guy clips.
Oh.
That sucks.
Yeah, I
Actually-
saw one of those a couple days ago.
I've been doing not interested in all these fucking all these very like alpha male sigma male bullshit, like, and you know, all these people are going like, oh, this girl's ignoring you, should leave her. And there's like this one account who I see, it's like some OnlyFans chick, and she's posting all these I know, it's pretty anti-woman shit, honestly, and it's obviously just because she wants all these lonely incels to come sub to her, and it's like, she ain't fooling no one. That's some pick-me bullshit right there.
I love
You know
me
what I
some
mean?
Andrew
Couldn't tell you
Tate.
nothing about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get rid of. I'm probably not wording it well because it's just like, oh, you know, it's all these sad boy posts about, you know, oh, hey girl, you there? Hey baby, you there? Please don't cheat. And then there's like this text saying, oh, don't be mad at me. And it's just like obviously fake to be like, women suck, you know, that sort of shit.
Are we gonna move on to Andrew Tate? Is that what we're doing?
I mean, do you wanna?
I'd fucking
feel
love
like
to.
if-
I love that man. Not
Excuse me?
officially, but it's. I love the content he chugs out.
I actually I watched this Oompaville interview he did with him, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of laughed because of the whole hunting crickets thing. The guy is a bit funny, even though I will say I fucking hate some of his messages because it's. Let's be real, it's actually very
Stay-
obvious motivation. Yeah, fake and
Stay
it's,
toxic.
yeah, and it's like all this
No.
very obvious motivation. Like he's saying what every other alpha male podcast is saying, and then and then the vape thing that was a thing as well. Kind of found funny.
He's like,
Breathe
I smoke
air,
cigars
dumbass."
because I'm a man. I
You're
smoke
gonna get
cigars.
cancer, mate.
I just don't. I watched the Meat Canyon video of him, and it's so funny.
Yeah, me Kenyon's alone. It's actually
Have
funny.
you seen?
I post.
Have you all seen that video?
I have, yeah.
No,
Yeah, I
okay.
have. I think I've seen it. I need to rewatch it though. Might
I want to say one thing about that video. He has so much testosterone that he births a full baby from straight testosterone. And then eventually he dies because it was feminine to give birth. And then that new Andrew Baby Tate is the new figurehead. And it's so funny.
The
I was
cycle
laughing
continues.
The way-
so
The
hard.
cycle
The way you
continues.
said Andrew Baby Tate.
It's funny. The thing is though, it's hilarious how this guy has so many diehard fans. Like I post like every now and again if I see something that Andrew Tate's doing that's cringe, I'll post my story. And there's always this one dude who'll go like, "Oh, this shit probably is fake. Oh, you're fucking beta. This guy's so much richer than you." Like, bro, why are you flexing this guy's wealth? Shouldn't you be flexing your own wealth or dick riding this dude? Instead of dick riding this dude? It's
There
so
was that
cringe.
one post where the kid talks bad to his mom, and she goes, "I don't want you watching any more Andrew Tate." And he goes, "Well, how many Ferraris do you got, Mom?" It was just really funny. It's just so awful.
Yeah, it's just, even though it's just ridiculous. Like, how the fuck did this guy get so much of a grip, and how the fuck are so many people falling for it? And like, how the fuck is there like so many men like, and even like fucking kids, fucking believing this shit? Like, fucking hey, this ain't how you treat a lady, mate.
Well, it's like how not only how many people are believing in it, how is it apparently following his own advice? Did he get anywhere?
Mm.
Wasn't he? He was an MMA fighter, wasn't he? So there's that.
He was
Okay,
like
cool.
some
So
kind of
somebody
fighter.
was trying to beat some sense into him, and I guess they knocked it out of him.
Possibly, yeah.
Your alarm, Caldor.
I know.
Wait.
I'm going. I'll be back. Jeez.
Do you know what's
Go,
funny?
go.
I just realized his actual name is Emery Andrew Tate III. What sort of fucking name is Emery?
Royalty.
It sounds like a fucking lisp saying Emily.
He's a king.
Emery. I'm not gonna make fun of his name. Everybody has different names. Your name's Math.
I know, but I
Yeah.
find it funny.
Your cousin
I
Jim.
actually, no, you're right. I can't actually make that joke. Then. Fuck.
I want to move to another topic.
Yeah, we're gonna
But it's-
get swarmed by like I want to be alpha males this way.
I want to
Yeah.
be alpha males.
All the Andrew Tate fans
Speaking
in
of
Uganda.
some Chad alpha male stuff, I'd like to talk about when I was a young lad and I had to be put into a boys and girls club after school program, which is basically like it's a daycare, honestly, for like teenagers. And they have these huge facilities where you could play video games or play pool even. It's basically just a big old teenage hangout. Anyway, the one thing they didn't like doing was unsanctioned activities. And one of those activities that I was really into as a kid was Pokemon cards.
Ah.
Now, to be fair,
Not allowed to be a nerd.
You fucking nerd.
none of us knew how to play Pokemon. I know how to play Pokemon the card game now. But back then, we just sort of, hey, my guy won. No, he didn't. Anyway. And we liked how the art looked. I basically ran a sanctioned or an unsanctioned Pokemon black market. And it was because I would bring Pokemon cards in, and I knew how to get more, and then I knew how to get them out. Because what they could do was, if they caught you with Pokemon cards, they would take them.
Alright.
And you just couldn't get them back. Fortunately, blessed be my mom, she fought like hell to get my cards back. But I knew the tricks. I remember it was me and a couple kids, and we would talk about Pokemon, and we would play our fake little Pokemon card games, and if I won, I got cards. If I lost, I had to give cards. But I had everybody convinced that Mewtwo was an unbeatable character. You could not beat him, because in lore, he's stupidly powerful. So, every time I felt like I would lose, I'd pull out Mewtwo, and I would get everybody's cards.
That's fucking evil.
And I had a lot of
Cheeky.
cards.
Wait, can I ask, why was this not sanctioned? Why
Because
was...
I don't know, honestly. They just didn't like kids being up to their own devices.
Okay.
It was, you did the activities they wanted you to do. There were a lot, don't get me wrong. I remember back in the day when I went, there was a whole like gaming room where they had an Xbox original, a PlayStation 2, they had a Wii, which was really cool. They had a lot of them set up.
But
They were just training you. You will live in the pod. You will eat the bugs.
God, I remember the summer programs too. Anyway, they had I remember a lot of things from the Boys and Girls Club, but one of the most memorable was the underground Pokemon group, because we'd hide in the bathroom, and we would all be in a stall, and the toilet seat would be down, and we'd all be putting cards over the toilet seat. Now, one of the staff members would walk in, and they'd look for our feet. So when we heard the door open, we would all like put our feet up or try to get onto the toilet seat. It was phenomenal. I was born to be like an Italian mafia leader, despite not being Italian.
Oh yes, mafioso. Oh yes. Praise God.
Pokemon the Team Rocket
I got-
leader, whatever his name is, Giovanni. I don't know. I don't know.
I got another grade school story that I can talk about,
Let's
and
hear it.
hopefully somebody could pick up off of that. So, 9/11 and Ninja Turtles.
I'm sorry,
I feel
what?
like this.
I'm still
Disney-
so confused about that.
This needs to be addressed. So
Yes, please.
they're. So I'm not gonna name drop anybody. I don't think they'll ever hear this podcast. But if by the chance, I don't want to be sued or anything. There was a set of twins, and they had mental issues. They really loved Ninja Turtles. They wore like the Ninja Turtle hoodie every day to school. They had Ninja Turtle backpacks. They had Ninja Turtle pencils. The whole shebang. And so we all, in our science class, we had to give presentations about disasters in history.
Oh no. Oh no, I can see where
And-
this is going.
My disaster was the Hindenburg. And I made a presentation about the people and how they had to fall onto the sand and how it was real dramatic because it was basically the end of our steampunk era.
Yeah.
And she stood up there and she was trying to play out 9/11 through a Ninja Turtle lens. Like, she was trying to... She wrote a story about the Ninja Turtles on the plane trying to save the day.
Oh god.
But what they didn't understand is that the presentation had to end historically accurate.
Oh,
So they
fuck.
didn't realize that they had to set themselves up to where the Ninja Turtles all had to die in the plane.
Oh,
And so
no.
at the end of it, they're starting to realize that their story has to end this way. And at the very end of their they even said, like, Donatello, like, punched Osama bin Laden or whatever. He was there
Oh,
too.
God.
He died in the plane crash.
This is what Mark Wahlberg. This is how Mark Wahlberg described his how he would have stopped 9/11. I can see that. Mark Wahlberg did this, didn't he? I'm on to you now.
At the end of the story, they didn't even finish. Well, I say they. It was one of them. It was she. She just sort of sat down and cried to herself, and I don't want to make fun of her for that, but it was so hard to listen to.
Fuck! I'm so glad this was done before the internet, like, or like fucking people had phones where they, because these kids would be cyberbullied.
I don't-
bad. How old were these kids when this happened?
We were like 14,
Fucking yeah, no, that's even
Ooh.
worse.
ooh.
so it wasn't like grades like kindergarten or whatever. It was literally high. It was like year 1 of high school.
Good grief, good grief. This is
God damn.
Christian
Now,
dedication.
I have several other run-ins with them. One of them being at the college, because we went to the same community college. We used to have to rent like study rooms, and me and my buddies used to rent study rooms to play games or hang out or whatever. And I remember one time we rented the room after them. And we walked in, and the room smelled like sweaty, like pin board.
Oh,
It was awful. Like, I remember I stepped in and immediately stepped out. It was just atrocious.
Like,
Eventually,
you
we
mean like
got a new
corkboard?
room. Yeah, pinboard. They're
Oh
called
yeah, I
that
just
too.
wanted to specify.
Yeah,
clarify.
corkboard.
Alright.
It just like imagine a deep whiff into a sweaty corkboard.
You open the door and you got a bunch of backdraft of just sweat, just right into your face.
You open the door and just like woof, like in your area.
Ugh. What happened in that room?
I have no clue. All right. If y'all have any childhood school stories, now would be the time.
None that are.
I have a little funny little tidbit about this one dude who I knew back in what we call secondary school here, college. Back in my days, there was this kid called no, there's two kids. They're very interesting individuals. I'll start with the first guy and his whole thing was that he was very accident prone. He just comes in like school like every other day with some form of injury, to the point where at one point he even needed a fucking wheelchair to get around. And
Oof.
the thing with him is that I think he was a smart kid. Pretty sure he was. But he was very gullible. He came up to me once and said, "Oh, yo, I've got an app this guy made for me that lets me hack the school." And I was like, "Okay, and okay." And yeah, he tried to put it on and it didn't work. And he said, "Oh, take your time." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And here's the thing. So we were next to the store with a ledge. One of them like elevated steps that you got to step up onto, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
he's going inside. He's doing the step, and I don't know how. He somehow trips up anyway. He falls backwards. Like,
in the
does that?
wheelchair?
no, not in the wheelchair. He wasn't in the wheelchair at the time. Like, I
okay.
think this would have been more ridiculous if it was. Honestly, knowing him though, that would have happened. He falls backwards onto his. You know how like a lot of short kids nowadays have really big backpacks. Like I remember seeing that as like I went up in school years. He was one of those kids. Falls back, and I'm pretty sure his laptop broke and his phone shattered.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It was just so embarrassing. I was like, good god.
Oh, it would have been
I
heart
haven't
wrenched.
Yeah, he was. He disappeared like around year 11. Never seen him again. I'm 99% sure this guy's just fucking died because ain't no way he's surviving in
God.
the world.
Wow,
God.
No way.
I was
Just
kind
straight
of
up
just
fell
like,
into a-
this is an anecdote. Like, that's about all I could think of it, and then you just drop it like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he died, though. Like,
Yeah,
jeez, man.
I've not heard a single peep from none of my mates who knew him have heard anything from him. I am fairly sure he does not exist. He's either taken up a
Maybe he
new
just-
identity, or he's dead.
Maybe he was a figment of your imagination. He never
Maybe.
existed
But
in the
I'd also
first
like-
place.
I would also like to point out this other kid who I knew. Okay, David, Logan, you, as Americans in school, do you have like the, what's it, the JROTC, whatever the fuck that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the whole brainwashing yourself to be Marines when you leave school, isn't it?
Yeah. just
Okay.
about.
Yeah, sweet. Well,
Oh.
we
Pretty
had this
much
one.
just like, oh, do you think you're going to be in the military after high school?
Yeah. Yeah. So we don't have things. We don't have a thing like that. Thank God. We've got like cadets and shit, that sort of thing, like air cadets, navy cadets, what have you. And there was this one dude like there's this one dude who was a complete teacher's pet and a fucking navy cadet. And it's the funniest shit. Like, I used to sit next to him in maths, and every now and again he would want to answer a question, and if I knew the answer, I'd raise up my hand. And my thing is, I'd always raise my left hand because I'm left-handed. It's just what I do. He would grab it and just slam it down. He almost broke my fucking arm once, and I was like,
Bruh.
"You fucking dick!" And
Bruh.
I know the guy was just a fucking simp. I mean, hey, it was maths. It's not that simple. I failed that class. I would have failed anyway.
That's ironic.
So,
Consider your name.
yeah, I know. Exactly.
I do got a question for you guys. How far does New Zealand military history go?
We have a military.
Well, you
Yeah.
said like you had like a JROTC style thing.
Well, wait, it's not like part of the school. It's just what some school kids do if they want to do it. Let me look up ensign military because really the only thing
Yeah,
we
but-
really talk about is like Gallipoli. That's about
Yeah.
it. That's the only thing we'll talk. Or maybe sometimes Crete and like and stuff. And I do know a certain officer. I don't really want to name him because he was on the losing side. He said like if he had like a battalion of Maori soldiers, he would have won the battle, something like that, which is something. So if
Yeah.
so our total budget is like
$2
$4
at
billion?
least.
Yeah, is that $4 billion? How many is 4,286,638,000? That's what, like,
What?
is that 4 billion? I don't know numbers. 1 second, I will just post
Four-
it.
that
I
should be
don't
the
know-
easy thing.
I was going to say 4 billion is 9 zeros.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me just... that number right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the
4.2
billions.
Okay.
billion.
Yeah,
Surprising.
we have...
barely have a military.
We have 9,000 active personnel with 3,000 in reserve. Apparently, like around 1 million. We have like 2 million available for military service. Now let's see. Where do we start? Well, our first beginning is like the militia during the New Zealand wars would like be fighting land, would taking land from the Maori and stuff. Colonial Defence Force, blah blah blah. The Defence Act, separate services. Air Marshal is Kevin Short. I wonder how tall he is. It doesn't say.
Another historical New Zealand question I wanted to ask is: do you guys have an Independence Day?
No.
Not really. We
Well-
haven't got a thing where we I think the main thing we like to celebrate is Waitangi Day when we fucked over the Maori chiefs with that whole treaty shit.
Yeah, the whole
Um,
Treaty of Waitangi. We celebrate Waitangi Day.
Yeah. We've got like a Memorial Day for like Gallipoli, all that stuff.
Anzac, yeah.
Sabaton made a song about that, which is a pretty good song.
Hmm.
But we don't really have Independence Day, do we? Let me look up. We have a holiday. We also celebrate Matariki.
God, you
because
say
that's
that's
the
a
Maori New Year.
Matariki.
Matariki. Sorry.
You have to
I,
roll the R's.
I can't roll my R's.
Matariki.
I literally... I don't
So
know
is it
how to.
Matariki?
Yeah, Matariki.
Fuck, I need to learn how to roll
Matariki.
my R's. I'm gonna do this, like... Great
mean,
job, Jacob. You're gonna
I
have
was
me
gonna
do this
say,
all day.
You kind of struggled to say R in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's your first problem is you got to say R correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I don't like listening to myself, because I can hear it and it sucks.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to correct him on everything he's saying. He says
Yeah.
Maori, it's Maori.
Exactly. Yeah. So I apologize, my Kiwi listeners, because my fucking voice sucks.
You're not being true to your Kiwi heritage.
In fairness, I came from England.
If anything, he is being true to it by not pronouncing it properly.
Yeah.
David, can you roll your R's?
Yeah.
It sounds like you're doing something I can't say here.
Kratata.
Rat.
Yeah. Yes, I can roll my R's.
All right, cool. Just we'll all start clowning
Car.
on math.
Car. I've already started practicing. Fuck it. I forgot we were recording.
Just roll every
My
R you
biggest
say from now on.
Yeah. I swear, like, I will say though, as soon as I learn how to do this shit, I think it's over for everyone else. I will have the best voice ever. So here we go.
We could transition to another cultural topic if you would like.
Actually, speaking of culture, I was on Twitter the other day and I saw this study. And apparently, a lot more men are becoming stay-at-home dads. What do you guys think of this?
Ooh.
I would love to be a house husband.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind at all.
Yeah, me neither, honestly.
I mean, I barely clean, but like, I could do it.
I was having this conversation with my brother, and he was like, "I would keep that shit spotless."
I have the same response to that question as that one person who responded to the hypothetical of you work the graveyard shift as a groundskeeper for a graveyard. Your shift is from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Your pay is $80 an hour. Do you take it? And it's like, I would keep every headstone perfectly polished. Annabelle comes in looking for a friend. Aisle 6, number 3. It's like I may be haunted, but I'm leaving every shift in a Bentley.
Lovely. I personally wouldn't.
I love that.
I personally wouldn't do that because I like my night times. I like to be able to go out and do things with mates. But yeah, I'm just going back to the stay-at-home dad. It's just, I think it's interesting because we've also got the whole alpha male thing going on. Or like,
Yeah, it's just the two opposing sides. But I mean, to me, I can see the attraction of you're at home doing dishes, your wife comes home, and you just get the sloppiest of top. It's like that sounds fucking great.
Honestly, yeah.
As if she's not gonna ask you for the sloppiest of head.
Oh,
Hey, I
no,
mean-
that's later.
I was gonna say it makes sense that stay-at-home dad should be a thing, because who does all the maintenance around the house usually? Like, who mows the lawn usually? Who's the one that changes the light bulbs, fixes the bathroom? It's like dads.
I have no idea how to
So-
do any of that shit. We just get like something to do it for us.
You will learn.
Oh,
you
no.
will wear the maid
You will learn.
You will wear the maid
You will
outfit, and
wear
you
the
will
maid
learn.
outfit.
What sort of sissification is this?
Sissificate. Okay. There was a funky theory I was gonna do. What's the population of New Zealand?
About 4 million.
Give or take, yeah.
I think it's about to become 5 million at some point, but let me look.
Yeah, 5.1 million.
Ah.
Um,
Now look up how many sheep there are. That's 26 million sheep. Actually, there used to be more. There was 70 million back in 1982. Where did all those sheep go?
okay. Hold on. Okay. The state of Texas could take on New Zealand, and through sheer numbers win alone.
You have to get through the sheep first. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they have 30 million. Yeah, I guess if you strap explosives to them, it would all work out.
There's actually this. There was this funny. There's this New Zealand black comedy film called Black Sheep, which is about zombie sheep.
Yeah.
So if we get that done, I think we'll stand a better chance.
Otherwise, my state and Louisiana could pair up and destroy New Zealand.
What do you mean by
That's
this?
if every. I'm saying our population. You have the population of 2 of our states or 1 of our big states.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So I find it funny to think if we were to just actively go to war with you guys, how would we proceed? Would we send the Floridians? Would we send?
You'd send
You
like
say it
one
like that?
battleship and we'd surrender.
Floridians.
Yeah, we don't have a navy. We don't have much of a navy, I should say.
We'll just bombard you from harbor and just watch
Yeah.
as you guys.
Our
fire
navy
at
is
us
like
from land.
our navy is like a dinghy, and that's it.
It's a speedboat with machine guns strapped to it.
I say we send the Californians and hope that most don't come back.
Hey, don't leave. Send them down to the
Caldor.
South Island. Send them down to the South Island. They'll be sorted out.
Send the Californians. But who will we send? The Los Angeles crowd.
Oh no! Oh, actually, that's better than San Francisco. So.
Oh, they're going too.
Oh fuck!
That's just first wave.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Well,
That's
What is the
cool.
population of California? Don't say it. I want to look it up.
You
Yeah,
act like I know it offhand.
What other
Well,
differences?
he knew the population of New Zealand offhand.
Yeah,
No, I
but that's because it's an easy number. It's easy to remember like a single digit number. Well, not single.
Okay.
Yeah,
you know
and
what
you
I mean,
understand how much of this state I disavow?
California has 39.24 million people.
though. Oof. That's
Yeah.
too many.
Actually, Texas has more. Huh. So I guess no, never mind. Texas has. I was looking at the wrong number. California has 10 million more than Texas.
I'm pretty sure my flatmate, he's from Houston actually.
Houston.
Yeah,
Houston.
Houston. Whatever. I don't know.
No, you said it right. It's just funny to say Houston.
I don't.
Y'all ever been down to Houston?
Yeah. Is it true?
Good
Like,
cooking, that is.
apparently, you
Sorry,
can
go
actually open carry a fucking sword over there, can't you?
I mean, realistically, you can open carry a sword anywhere.
Yeah.
Because
But-
who's gonna stop me? I have a sword.
Like they're not gonna. It's different
Ballistic
if you're
vest,
carrying.
stabbing. Can't stop a sword.
You clearly don't know the ballistic patterns of your vest. Stab.
Wait,
Like,
1 second. This reminds me of a funny anecdote or story. Yeah. But I think there was another one, or maybe that might just happen somewhere else. But back in 2019, in the totally, and this is like the most eventful thing that's happened up in New Plymouth. Just to be clear, in the Taranaki intersection, 4 knights in armor were sword fighting in the middle of the street.
that sounds metal.
It was good. I'm looking at the article, but no, there's no. Does the video play? Sure.
There was a big story in Arkansas where 2 grown men were shooting at each other just for fun with bulletproof vests on.
Oh, I remember.
They
Okay.
both got arrested. But I remember it was a big conversation at my work because everybody was like, should they do that? Should they be able to do that? And I was like, yes. If they both have the know-how and understand the consequences of their actions fully and make it clear they understand the consequences, then it should be legal.
I mean, yeah,
But-
it's-
Of course, they should also be clinically tested afterwards for some mental issues. But it's going to be the biggest thrill they've ever had.
I mean, honestly, yeah. If 2 people just want to have a little scrap outside in their own property, and they're not, no one else is getting hurt, and like, there's no risk of being hurt. I don't see why anyone has to get involved. You know, I mean, a mutual friend of me and Jacob's, me and him like to have a little wrestle every now and again, like do pro wrestling moves on each other, just like when we're getting drunk, having parties.
Yeah, but that's
we do-
different.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's just like if people want to do shit like that and it's out of everyone's way, then
I
don't
get
see
you, I
the issue.
get you.
Yeah, a lot of people get involved. Like Jacob knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
I would love for you guys to come over here and do a tag team wrestling event. Me and David versus you guys.
Oh fuck, that could be like an episode special. Tell you what, hey,
Oh, if we get big enough to where we could fly you guys here and do that, we're taking that chance.
that would be
What,
fucking
doing
metal.
doing an actual like podcast episode while we're busy wrestling each other.
Yeah. I'm probably the biggest one here.
Fuck, imagine. Wait, how tall are you?
Well, I'm not the tallest, but I'm definitely the heaviest.
Just tell us your height.
I haven't in a while, but the last I remember it was 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, I think you're as tall as me then. I'm like 5'9", 5'10". Wait, Jacob,
But
how
I'm
tall are you?
also
Like 6'1"
Yeah,
something.
oh yeah, Jacob's like 6'1", yeah, that's right.
But how much do you guys weigh?
Well,
like a
I'm
twig.
I'm skinny as fuck, so yeah, I don't weigh. My little sister could fucking pick me up when she was younger. Well, she probably
Okay,
still can,
Jacob.
still.
Jacob,
Yeah,
how much do you weigh?
I'm like a twig. I'm last time I weighed myself was like 70, 80 kgs.
How many is that in freedom units?
Let me look it up.
We are all. This is a Trink podcast.
No.
Hold on. David, no.
No. I'm like 195.
It's like
Oh
976.
my god!
Oh, you're so fat. I'm 230.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why are you saying, oh my god? Yeah, I'm not 199 kilograms. Holy fuck.
No, I was making a joke.
I know,
saying
I'm
like,
sorry.
oh my, you're so fat. As I'm sitting here eating my McDonald's.
I need to fucking work. I'm just
Actually-
signed up for this healthy food thing, like my food bag. Very expensive, but healthy meals. So hoping to just go that
Well,
way.
you need to be bulking, son.
I'm trying. My metabolism's fucking fast.
Eat
Oh
more.
yeah.
I'm doing my best, damn it.
Trust me, I've tried. It doesn't work. I stay skinny.
I want to be a pro wrestler. This is not working out for me. I need some fucking
Eat
steroids.
carbs.
I guarantee your body will gain weight if you can put away 4,000 or 5,000 calories a day.
True.
Because one of my good friends is 95 pounds. And they've gained 10 pounds since I've been helping them with their diet.
Okay.
I'm going
Just
to
eat more
send you
food.
a nutrition plan. And it's going to be purely high fat food. I'm just kidding.
Actually, if you want to, I will not complain.
Well, I wouldn't know what we'll talk about it later.
All right. Let's
But
let's
for
have-
now, we're wrapping up.
Oh, okay.
We're an hour and 2 minutes in.
Oh yeah, we've
We
been
are.
Oh
talking.
yeah, buddy.
We've just been speculating.
So
What do y'all? Let's let's wrap. Y'all okay? Actually, do you have any closing stories about
Being fat.
differences or being fat?
I don't have anything else to say really. I think we've done pretty well. We've talked about what Markiplier's OnlyFans, the Fortnite thing, Kanye, the 9/11 Ninja Turtles, Stay at Home Dads, the Black Market Pokemon.
Somehow got to Andrew Tate.
Yeah, that's
Somehow.
that too.
I think
And
I'm gonna
also,
name the episode.
just to-
I think I'm gonna go on.
I was gonna say it got out of hand. I shouldn't say out of hand because I didn't get crazy, but it slipped out of my fingers. I did want to ask, how did we change from Andrew Tate to childhood stories in the 30 seconds I went?
That's just
check
what
it
happens
out.
when you That's what happens when you step away. Things just go crazy.
Things change.
Things
Christian
devolve.
Okay.
Degenerate even.
All right. Well, this is the end of this episode. David, take us out.
date.
Thanks for listening to our Diarrhea of the Mouth.